for some morning studies. So, got everybody laid out and rolled out and prepped. So, see if I can't avoid getting yelled at by D Live today. Not that anyone's watching over there, but you know. Yeah, I had an extra long weekend because of MLK Day. A lot of things happened on that day, apparently, including my baby brother's birthday. So, happy birthday! Something else happened on Monday too, but I don't remember what it was. And then, let's get the ink prepped. Ugh. Pour some fresh ink out. So, yeah, but good morning to everybody popping in. Focusing on some figure stuff again. I'm going to try this particular pencil. First off, it's not broken. Come on, if I can pick it up. There we go. You stuck in there? Look like it. So, so I went to Pinterest today to find some reference, because apparently my reference packs are just going to get me in trouble, so. Because, apparently, just like, even, regular poses and things are beyond the pale for them. But let's see. So that one might be good. Got this jumping lady here. Should be good. So one of these I'm trying to focus on is just kind of pushing some of the shapes. So the sensible shapes are, blocks or cubes or squares. Well, shapes just be a square, but as a form, it's a block. So that's what I was doing last time, was kind of blockifying everything. There's also, of course, triangles or pyramids. And we could do them as three-sided ones, just to emphasize that. Or spheres, or round forms, or circles. So, yeah, so I think I'll try and push some of these. A little grainy here on the so get the I have a particular process. Actually, I want to put this together as like a little guide in the near future. But basically the 10 steps that I teach when I've taught figure drawing. I've been busy working on that teaching site of mine. And actually been put in a whole bunch of student work on there. So if you want to see old student projects that were used for the they do the same things that I do kind of in the actual online courses. Like I've been packing a bunch of that into the site over the last few days. Got more to do, but definitely getting there. And so, one of the things I do is set up an armature that looks like this. Alright, that should be good there. So, but the armature is like a big thing that you can practice to get better. And that should fit inside of there. So I'm going to stick with the blocking out in square or rectangular forms this time too, just to kind of push that stylistically. That's one of the things I want to kind of practice is just stylizing the figure more. So I'm like, alright, so the hips kind of go like that. So we'll build them out of blocks. Let's see, now it's this way. It's nice to kind of think of things with blocks anyway, but that way you can kind of say, okay, this is the upper plane, this is the side plane, and see how they kind of connect, where the hinges are at, like here at the back. I should do is grab my anatomy book. There's some specific areas of anatomy that I'd like to pay attention to as well, like forearm and lower leg, that I'm a little bit vague on. Other parts I feel like I'm pretty solid, but I always forget the order of muscles that go across your forearm. So, yeah, so that's one of the things I want to kind of practice here is playing up these shapes and forms, the blocky ones initially here. So, that's kind of the plan for today. Practicing inking, of course. Well, maybe we'll see. I might play around. I got these black pencil lead things that I want to play with. Alright, so we got our blocks in there. We're going to try to emphasize these box shapes and forms. In general, I try to separate those terms out. It seems like a minor point because a lot of times when you're listening to like an artist talk, they'll mix the word shape and form together. I think I still do it a little bit, but they're actually very different things, and I think it's important to kind of keep in mind that shapes are flat, two-dimensional. Been trying to focus on these blocky things. But yeah, shapes and forms. So shapes are always 2D, as far as I'm concerned. And then forms are always 3D. All right. We got the pectoralis major extending up there. There is a ton of like free reference out there, so people that are like, oh, I don't want to pay for a pack or anything, just go on Pinterest and grab a board. Maybe when I eventually put that little packet together, I'll link to this one just so people have access to this stuff. But since I know that none of what I put in here is AI, I know what it is. Therefore, it's more authentic, I guess, or real. I have had the kind of discussion with some people. I think the barrier of entry to authenticity is going to get lowered due to the AI machine out there. Look at all those boxes. So many boxes, right? Let me pull that up so it's a little less distorted. And all right, so we want to blockify this. So let's see. Yeah, I'll try out this black pencil I got. This black pencil lead. Again, focusing on these blocky shapes. Let's see if I can turn that top one off. Get a little less glare on there. Alright. This thing die again. Yeah, but I was thinking of that not only is the barrier lower, but I think the value of that's going to go up a lot too in people's minds. So, it's something worth sharing, because I think in the literal sense, the generative stuff is valueless. People don't care about it. It doesn't really hold any. Things that value comes from people caring about things, and if something has been set up to be not worth caring about, then let's see, she's got some good muscles on there. I'm trying to keep all these lines straight. Blocky. But I think having access to that authentic reputation, I think is going to hold a lot of value in the kind of creator, creative economy as they call it. And being someone who can do their work and kind of express themselves, and I think that's going to hold a lot of weight with people. So hopefully I'm right about that, but we'll see, right? See if I get yelled at by D-Live here. I feel like she's wearing something. Yeah, the focus here is keeping all these lines straight and fairly blocky. I don't know if anybody else has thoughts on that, but that's my kind of general opinion for the moment. It's subject to change, but that's kind of what I think is going to be important to people. So, good morning, everybody popping in. Keep it blocky. Keep the lines straight. Focus on those shapes and forms that are blocky. Overlap's really important too, like there with the tendons coming off of the thigh into the lower leg. Keep those lines nice and straight. I got this new black pencil lead too, so I'm excited to try out today. I like to separate the toes into like this little packet here. And depending on how things go, if I'm almost done here, I might do some anatomy studies on these too. See how good my anatomy is from memory. See what I need to fill in. Good morning, everybody popping in and out. Keeping it all nice and blocky today, so avoiding curves. Trying to keep everything fairly kind of rectangular. As an exercise. Alright, where's my... Get this pencil sharpened. Oops, broke it off. Ugh. There we go, fell out. The problem with these color pencils is they're softer than graphite. Alright, sharp. Good morning. People popping in. Working on our figure structure shape language here. So trying to keep everything nice and blocky. Angle, angle, angle. Straight, straight lines. Alright, let's fill in some shadows with that burnt. Oh, I just broke the pencil. Good thing I bought those pencil extenders, right? Over here somewhere. Cover for a book down there. It's not you. Where did it end up? Where did my pencil go? There you are. Found it. Welcome to my morning here. I should turn this off, I guess, when I'm not using it. Alright, where was I? Yeah, just threw my pencil across the floor. Not on the list of things I wanted to do today, so I went from full size to that. Where did I drop that other piece at? Set it down somewhere. Alright, let's fill in some of these shadows with shadow to fill in with this burnt sienna color. Alright. Where did I put that broken half? I thought I picked it up, put it up here, but I guess I left it on the floor or let it roll somewhere. Oh well. Alright. Get some form turns on here. Yeah, it's these solid, no wood pencils. I mean, your wood pencils can break too, you just don't know it. So, I almost prefer that these ones do break on me. Oops, broke that one. Well, it has to do with the structure I have set up for myself over the side. So I'm using these. I need to get something. I need to make something better or find something better, but I made these. Well, I have these kind of pencil cases from the art store that it's like the packaging the colored pencils came in originally, the solid ones, and they give them those so they don't break the pencil on your way home, because they're fragile if you drop them, right? Just like I just did, and so I've been using those kind of to support the to hold art supplies off to the side. But I wish that there was a little bit of a bigger lip on the bottom, because it just barely fits the pencil, which makes sense for the packaging, right? So it's not like it's their fault, it's just me recycling something that maybe I shouldn't. So yeah, it's happens quite frequently here. It's just that it's when those particular pencils fall down, it's a problem. So. So, yeah, It's like I've got these old black color pencils, and I think they're all broken on the inside. That are wood based, and so I'll sharpen them, and the tips just keep falling off. Like this arm should be a little straighter up and down, but it's fine for what we're doing here. So, but I bought a bunch of these pencil extenders recently, so I'll probably pick up a couple more. But I've also picked up these mechanical pencils as well. So I've got color coded ones. So I've got one for orange and one. Well, I wish there was an orange 2mm one that I could just buy, but I also have a wood one instead of an orange one for that. But keep it blocky. That's the goal here, right? Watch out for any curves. But yeah, the pencil's broken on the inside is one of my pet peeves. So I have a little saying I like to tell for students is that artists are a lot like a charcoal pencil, a little bit broken on the inside, which they seem to like. Alright, let's break out the artists like that because they like to, artists are very self-congratulatory about certain things. I always like that, they'll put up images, it's like, this is what, picture of an iceberg. So this is what you see for the artist's work, but this is what's really going on. I always just think that's kind of silly. But it's like, the poor suffering creature gets to draw all the time and has a good time doing it. Yeah. I feel bad for you specifically. But a lot of artists have like a martyr complex that I find ridiculous. I didn't get yelled at by DLive today. They did put a content warning tag on my page though, so maybe that's protecting me too. I try to keep focus on these solid kind of rectangular forms. For this, this study today and last times too. Good morning, buddy. Popping in. Good morning, everybody. Alright. Just clean up some of these edges and we'll just be about done. So where's that black pencil? Clean this up and then call it a morning study, right? All straight lines on here. keep these lines straight. Alright, let's see. Some of this, oops, white paint on the background. Look right here. Checks off. Alright, I've hit the 1 hour mark. Let's clean up the last of these edges, huh? Alright, let's see. Anything else I need to tweak on here? That's a good thing to do for like practicing your shape languages, to really kind of push the simplification. Alright, let's see. Don't need to listen to this ad. Alright, where was I? Final little touch-ups here. I don't embarrass myself too much, right? And let's see if I can get a little sparkle in the eye. Alright, I think we're good here. Maybe touch up this a little bit. What's the dog doing down here? Hey Bosch, what you doing? Did your blanket fall off? Alright, let's call it there for the morning. Pretty sure everybody came in. So this is 250122, and this is a pin ref. I like to kind of just take note of where I find things. Make sure I helps me remember, because I realize I just go back through old sketchbooks. I don't always remember when I did things and where things came from. And I have a lot of old sketchbooks, so you know. It's a little annoying when I look through. I'm like, when did this happen? Sometimes I can kind of figure it out, but still, it's a pretty common issue. But again, thanks everybody that came in. I appreciate it, and we'll talk to you all next time.